Hello and welcome to the Dusty's Front Bar. You're here with our founding partners, and today we're going to talk you through how Dusty's branding strategy and how Dusty's came to be.
So we provide more than just an alcohol delivery service to our consumers with our first initial rollout in Victoria's West. By year 1, we'd like to roll out Victoria-wide, and by year 3, Australia-wide. We are modelled off the ever-present Uber Eats delivery service. Our name was first chosen after our co-founder, which may or may not be me, continuously rocked up to class hungover at the teacher's expense of his sanity. Initially, we named it Dusty Mondays, but we removed Mondays as it was applicable to all days of the week. Our logo represents our product offerings across a broad range of categories. The 3 symbols are staples amongst drinking culture and the party scene. The lime represents the finger items we're able to cater for. The glass of alcohol represents the happiness we're able to provide in a glass. The playing card represents we're more than just a food and alcohol delivery service. Initially, we chose a blue-scented theme. However, after deliberation over what attracts our consumers, we transitioned to a theme consisting of yellow, navy blue, and grey, as the brightness of the yellow is distinguishable at night, and neutral tones of navy blue and grey give us a good basis to work upon, which complement each other. The font we chose was Norwester. The blocky letter font was chosen as it is easy to read on a website and an app, whilst also representing a modern, hip, cool font amongst our target market. Our slogan was initially constructed as the alcohol delivery service. However, after conceptualizing what we have to offer, it's more than just a delivery service. It's about letting the good times roll. Hence, we went for Good Times Delivery. Our URL is www.dustydeliveries.com.au. We've decided to include the .au to instill trust in our target demographic that we're a local company with operating hours that you don't have to put through a time zone calculator. Our handle is Dusty Delivery, and this was decided upon because Dusty's was taken already and we combined our name with what we have to offer. And that was the brand elements, fellas.
Thanks, mate. We'll be now moving on to the brand positioning for our organisation. Dusty's positioning highlights our avenues to disrupt the incumbents within the alcoholic delivery service scape. Our brand's voice reflects our attitude to business, which revolves around the safe and responsible entertainment with friends, family, and even strangers, while further adopting a sense of convenience to ensure that the good times are not missed. Our brand language further incorporates a sense of humour that you have unfortunately witnessed throughout our presentation today, and our separation from our competitors is ensured with our targeting of more than just a safe service and delivery of alcohol. That we are not just another delivery service in an already heavily saturated young market. We do not feel or talk like your uptight uncle either. Our use of jargon and colloquial language ensures an avenue of authenticity that is unrivaled by our identified competitors, while building a sense of loyalty and trustworthiness amongst our nerdy Neds and lazy Leos. Customers are the centerpiece of any good business, and we are no different. And while having a good time is a staple of our business, a part of our logo and the company slogan, it is also our moral responsibility to adhere to laws and legislations that ensures the safe consumption around alcohol. We will be no different in this circumstance and will not put up with any of Party Pete's unwanted antics. Although Dusty seems carefree in nature, we will ensure distribution occurs within a 20-minute period, 10 minutes faster than our identified competitors, so you see us as one of your loyal mates. Our attraction to drivers further comes from a company, Sherpa, who sources drivers for multiple applications and not just our own. We have more relaxed vehicle regulations at the time of inception to ensure we see the quantity needed to ensure our service is supplied to the adverse demand, as well as a minimum order of $25. We do not waste your time and you do not waste ours.
We share many points of parity between Jimmy Brings and Tipple as well, through their product catalogue, their user interaction, social media, and the respective legislation that they and we will both adhere to. Ultimately, these points of parity are elements that are considered mandatory for our brand to be considered a legitimate competitor within the alcoholic delivery service scape. So how will we be different? Our product catalogue, while fulfilling the current offerings by our competitors, will introduce aspects such as ice eskies and extras that will ensure the party never stops. User interaction will be ensured through a smartphone and website, but we may look to further introduce a hotline where you order your favourite delivery drink like you order a pizza. Oversaturation on social media just gets annoying these days. We will use Instagram campaigns but may look to further introduce weekly blogs to showcase our personality and increase our credibility. Legislation, although a point of parity, cannot be differentiated, as laws in this instance are not made to be broken, and we will be no different in this regard.
And that was the brand positioning for Dusty's organisation. I'll now pass you over to Ferg, who will run you through our communication strategies and how we're going to attack our target demographic. Ferg?
So the Dusty's delivery will be employing traditional and new media techniques to communicate our service to the target market and ultimately get the message across. One of our main focuses to drive communications are Instagram and Facebook. These will be our main digital generators for the campaign. These networks are beneficial as they're an efficient tool that reaches a large number of individuals effectively at an inexpensive cost. Social media will allow us to be imaged very specifically to ensure a positive brand identity and ultimately a positive brand association. Social media is continuously advancing as technology evolves and will therefore continue to improve communication and interaction within the market. Once we have launched the service, the target market can share posts about their experiences with family and friends to ultimately expand the reach of the service. Another strategy which will be employed are bus shelter and train station advertisements, which will be aimed at commuters across the CBD, which will reach us a saturated audience at a cost-effective price. This ad campaign will contribute to the commuter's awareness with high repetition and frequency in key locations, thus building brand awareness. Whilst we will also be utilising tram panelling advertisement, which will enable us to reach pedestrians, vehicle users, and are also visible from many office buildings and apartments. This then signifying that it delivers a varied audience in correlation with the Dusty's target market, which will be captured within that audience and would also be able to grasp their attention. A high quality experience of a digital billboard can create a point of difference by building a point of conversation with friends or family about the service. This would make the delivery service stand out from the market by creating an experience for individuals at the point of contact. And it's also a more flexible and cost-effective way to communicate while still viewed by a large saturated audience. The final technique we're employing are common street posters. This is a cheap guerrilla marketing exercise to build brand authenticity, as today's society is more intrigued with advertising avenues that are less used.
Oh, my Dusty delivery. Thank you.
And that's the branding communication strategy for the Dustys.
Thanks, Ferg. And that's how Dusty's will ensure good times are delivered.